Hi everyone and welcome to this week's newsletter. I thought we'd start things off this week in the Pro Shop as I wanted to bring a couple of new products to your attention. For those of you that read last week's newsletter, you'll notice we talked about the new range of FootJoy shoes that started to come in. If you keep reading down below, Graham's actually given you a bit more detail, but I just wanted to show you a couple of them. So first of all, we've got probably the most popular shoe from last year, the new men's Pro SL spikeless shoe. We've got that in two different colourways for this year, but to complement it, we've also got the brand new ladies version called the Sport SL. Again, same sort of principle, spikeless, really comfortable, and I'm actually quite looking forward to wearing the men's version this year myself while I'm out coaching and playing, hopefully when the summer improves. Also, just wanted to obviously go over our sale again. As you can see behind me, we've got loads of sale items at the moment. Prices starting from as little as $9.99 for some polo shirts, shoes starting from $39.99. So loads of bargains to be had, everyone. But again, you know, just pop in. It's pretty quiet at the moment. The course is closed, unfortunately, because of the snow, sleet and rain that we've experienced. But the course will be reviewed again in the morning. So hopefully by the time you guys get this, probably Wednesday night, Thursday, with a bit of luck, we'll be back open. But I want to head to the studio next, and I want to quickly talk to you about some simple warm-up exercises I want you all to give a try. So I'll see you in the studio in a few seconds. Right. We're in the studio, and I just wanted to bring to you the importance of actually warming up correctly before you go out and play. I've just hit two shots on the first at Wentworth on the simulator, and you can see first shot of the day went very left, second shot of the day, actually not too bad. I'm going to hit a third one for you. Now, I'm not trying to do anything different or trying to deliberately slow down or hit any bad shots. There we go, that's pretty good. Very similar to the third one. But what I wanted to do is just kind of highlight why it's so important to try and warm up before you go out and play. Now, that first shot's a really good example that, you know, I know we're short of time, and a lot of golfers, they rush to the course, quickly change their shoes, dart to the first tee, grab their driver, hit the ball, and obviously hit something similar to the first. The problem is it can kind of set the precedent, it can set the tone really for your round of golf, and if you don't warm up before you play, it takes probably the first 2 or 3 holes to actually do so. Now, obviously, as you know, get away to a bad start, suddenly your head drops, your shoulders drop, we feel pretty terrible with the world, and you're not going to play very well. Whereas if you can find a few minutes to warm up properly, hopefully you won't hit that first shot of the day. Now, also there's another important message with warming up, and it's club head speed. Now, if I look at the data on the launch monitor, I've only hit 3 shots. You know, 2 were good, 1 was left, but my average club head speed with my driver is 96 mile an hour on average. My first drive was the slowest at 95. Last drive there was 98. Now I know that's below where I would expect to see my club head speed. Again, assuming that I'm warmed up. Okay, so for me, my average driver club head speed is probably 104, 103, something like that. Now, it doesn't sound a lot, but that's actually, you know, can make quite a big difference to how far the ball goes. So that last one carried 237, went 255. You know, nothing particularly special. When I'm warmed up and loose, I can carry it probably 260, and I can get it rolling out kind of into the 290s, even sometimes over the 300 yards. Now, you can see by adding those few valuable miles an hour, obviously that makes my second shot into the green so much simpler. So again, every year in the newsletter, we always kind of highlight a very elaborate kind of warm-up exercise. Now that's still available to view on the website, so I would recommend going onto the website and having a look at that. But I also appreciate that not everyone has the time. So I wanted to give you just some really quick, simple kind of drills to actually take away and use next time you play golf. Okay, so number one thing I'd recommend you do, and everyone can do this, is just make, say, 10 consecutive driver swings without stopping. Now what you're trying to do is make sure you swing as fast as possible. Now this is really obviously going to start to raise your body temperature, and it's starting to loosen yourself up. Okay, so really simple, everyone can do that. You know, at the back of the first tee, where the bench is, out of the way. You know, that's, if nothing else, you know, do that. It gives yourself a chance to start to get your hands and arms working, get some coordination, get some timing, but also loosen up your body. Number 2, really simple exercises. Okay, one, grab your driver, put it above your head, feet shoulder width apart, and then just start to kind of tilt to the side, hold for a few seconds, tilt to the other side, hold for a few seconds. Okay, nothing too complicated yet. Number 3, same starting position, driver above your body, and then just want you to try and do some squats. So I just want you to try and then sort of lean down and try and get it down towards your ankles. Again, trying to work on your legs, get yourself a little bit loosened up, from the side angle, so you can see, same position, above your head, and then sort of just down. Okay. 4th little tip, again, grab your driver, above your head, feet sort of shoulder width apart, and just gently try and sort of move it down and behind yourself. Now, be careful with this one if you've got any shoulder mobility problems. We don't want you to cause any injuries, but it's just trying to loosen up different parts of your body. And now probably my final sort of stretch that I do, again, very good for your hips, lower back, again, good power sources in the golf swing, is stick the end of the club in your pocket, hands up by the club head, and then just again tilt to the side, and you can really feel that sort of stretching the sides of your body. Okay, now probably one more actually if I'm thinking about it. A bit of an extension from that one you did at the start, swinging sort of 10 consecutive swings. Now we've actually got some super speed sticks which are actually drivers with metal weights on the end, and they come in 4 different weights, and I would always try and warm up with them in the golf studio before I go out and play top dog or any game of golf, to be honest. But if you haven't got those and you don't want to go out to that expense, just grab 2 clubs. So I've grabbed 3-iron and 4-iron out of my bag. Put the club heads together with the grips on top, as you can kind of see there. Use a basic baseball style grip, and then same thing again, just try and swing kind of consecutively, 5-10 times. Now I can definitely feel I'm getting warmer, and then what we would recommend, which is really quite a good idea, is to actually try doing it left-handed. Now don't worry about what the swing looks like or what it feels like. We're not expecting it to look like Phil Mickelson's or anyone's like that, but again, same thing, club heads together, grip it, and then just sort of up. Oh, yeah, that's pretty hard work. See, I can't swing quite as fast. But working on both sides of the body, again, it's the quickest way to try and get you loosened up. Now, if I now hit you a couple of shots, whew, I'm actually feeling quite hot in this jacket. This is one of the new Under Armour sort of stretch jackets. So you can see if I grip the cuffs, the whole jacket kind of moves with the swing. So less restrictions, again, better for club head speed in the winter months. Right. So if I now hit a couple of drives, I'll tell you what we'll do to make it a fair test. Let's just select a different club on the launch monitor. So we'll call this, there you go, that driver there. Okay, so if I now hit 3 shots, hopefully you'll be able to see that those few minutes of simple warm-up exercises was actually worthwhile, and my club head speed has increased. So that certainly looks like it's flying further. Where's that landed? Yeah, 250, caught the downslope, 275, not too bad. So you can have a couple quickly. So you can see there my natural draw. Okay, so number 2. Oh, a bit out of the heel, cutting that one. Probably going to find the bunker. Broken tee. What did that last one carry? I think that last one carried 263, that last one. Okay, final one. Now, okay, this is only 3 shots each, but you kind of get the picture. Okay, so final drive. Oh, again, another heely one. So, obviously didn't find the fairway, but if we have a look at the stats, so I'll just quickly bring this up on the screen. So select club. So own driver was the warm up. The second driver down there. So see my ball speed's gone up. 7 miles an hour, give or take. Carry distance has gone up massively. Okay, I did hit that sort of duck hook for the first shot, so you could say that it's kind of faked it a little bit. But more importantly there, look, club head speed, as we said, you can all see that, club head speed, 96 mile an hour unwarmed up, 103.5 mile an hour warmed up, and obviously that's one of the reasons why the ball speed's gone up and the distance has gone up. So again, if I could ever show you the importance of spending a few minutes to warm up, that's it, okay? Admittedly, not the best drives I've ever hit in the world, but obviously giving myself more chance to time the swing, coordinate the swing when I'm warmed up, okay? Don't forget, guys and girls, that you can obviously hire the studio. You know, you don't have to come in here for half an hour or an hour at a time. We even hire it out just for kind of 15 minutes, so you can come in here for a quick warm-up before your next round of golf. The heating's on in here at the moment. It is pretty warm, but it's better to be warm than actually outside in the cold at the moment. So give it a try next time you play. Don't forget, obviously, for the remainder of this month, we've still got those coaching packages going on. Again, great value for money, includes both tuition and private practice in the golf studio, so perfect to get you ready for the upcoming golfing season here at the club. But anyway, have a great week, and I'll see you all next week. See you later, bye!